Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our podcast today. We have the honor of introducing an incredible individual who has dedicated her life to revolutionizing early childhood education through the power of phonics. Our guest today is Dhwani Kapadia, the visionary behind the renowned phonics classes, Phonics World Pune, a brainchild of two sisters that have impacted the lives of countless children. Dhwani is a passionate educator and advocate for literacy with a deep understanding of the importance of phonics in the laying a strong foundation for reading and language skills. They embarked on a remarkable journey to establish phonics classes that make learning engaging, interactive and effective. Driven by a desire to help children overcome reading and writing difficulties, Dhwani discovered the transformative potential of phonics during their own teaching experience, recognizing the need to provide young learners with a systematic approach to understand the relationship between the letters and sounds. They embarked on a mission to create a phonics program that goes beyond traditional teaching methods. The challenges that children face in the realm of literacy, Dhwani has tailored their phonics classes to address those obstacles head on. Their commitment to providing personalized attention and creating a nurturing environment ensures that every child can thrive and reach their full potential. Today we have the privilege of delving into the minds of this remarkable individual as they share their insights, experiences and wisdom with us. Join us as we explore the world of phonics. Good morning everyone. Let's welcome Dhwani Kapadia from Phonics World, and let's start with the session today. Can you please explain us what phonics is all about?
Right. So basically English language has 26 letters, and each of these 26 letters represent a letter name and a letter sound. So when we use these sounds that these letters represent in formation of words, the science of using the sounds is called as phonics. Okay. So let me give you an example. Say for example letter A. So the name of this particular letter is A and the sound is A. So do we always say apple? No, we never use the name to form the word or spell the word, but we use the sound in formation of word and we say apple. So that particular science of using the sound in formation of words is called as phonics.
Dhwani, can you please explain us why we need to introduce phonics at an early age? What is the importance of phonics?
Okay. So basically, like I mentioned earlier, that phonics helps children in learning how to form words. And if that is inculcated at a very raw stage, we begin phonics at about 2 years of age group, where children have just begin to speak in their mother tongue or in their native language. So when you ideally teach them the science of sounds at that raw stage, it becomes easier to mold them. It becomes easier for them to read or to pronounce the word correctly. Moreover, you would have seen that a lot of them between 2 to 3 years of age group are unable to spell or to say the sound correctly.
Correct.
The R becomes L. Right. So in that case, it is important for children to take up phonics in between 2 to 3 years of age group, which effectively enhances their pronunciation skill sets.
Okay, but there are few parents who have a concern, that 2 साल के बच्चे अभी बोल नहीं सकते हैं, so still you would advise to start at the age of 2?
Right, because we aren't really teaching them to read at 2, or we are not teaching them to write at 2.
It's just a thing of understand.
Correct. So we are just teaching them the right pronunciation for the right letter and the sound associated with it. So that is the whole reason why having phonics in between 2 to 3 years of age group is ideally advisable. And then comes a lot of benefits. There are a lot of benefits that come with it. So there are a lot of children who actually face issues with their reading skills. Okay, so they are unable to mug up words, or they have been mugging up words for their annual exams, but they goof up during their papers. So parents kind of look at their papers and say, okay, so we had learned this word and you did not end up writing it correctly. The reason is all the words that you learn, or for that matter any paragraph that you learn, is always in your short term memory storage. And it's not very necessary for you to for the child to remember that, because they would be under exam pressure, or they are not even able to remember at that point of time. There are a lot of environmental factors also that affect. At that moment, if they know how to form words, they really need not learn the words. Children have issues. Correct. They have issues. Sometimes they have issues with where to put C, where to put K, where to put CK, where to put I, where to put E, or they kind of interchange the placements of the letters in the papers. So with these things, or if you see your child making these errors, make sure there is a need for your child to learn phonics, because it teaches them how to form words. Correct. So here I am able to just explain what phonics is. Secondly, I also spoke about why your child should be doing phonics.
So as you told, we should start at the age of 2. But then what is the age, till which age like they can do it? Yes.
Okay, so as we've catered to 2 points now on what phonics is and why there is a need of phonics, let me first tell you what are the benefits of phonics. What are the skills, or what are the areas where children can improvise on phonetics, and for what age group we can do it, right? Number 1, it eliminates rote learning. Number 2, it works on their fluency. Number 3, it evokes or it enhances their reading skills. Number 4, it also helps them in their writing skills, because they need not learn spellings. And
nowadays children are actually losing marks due to incorrect spellings.
Right.
So even though the child is in 7th grade, 8th grade, they tend to make mistakes. Correct. In spellings. Correct. So actually it is very important for every school going child to know what phonics is.
Yes, because it was never in our days. Like all of us who belong to the 90s would definitely agree to me on this, that we were never really taught phonics. Yes. I remember going back to those days, I remember my mom would write down words in the notebook and I would write it down 10 times, and then she would kind of ask me orally, chalo beta bolo abhi iska spelling kya hai. And that's how the process of learning was. But with time, with research, things have changed. Yes. Correct?
And due to phonics, children are able to form spellings also. They are able to read,
comprehend well. They are able to understand what they are reading. And effectively it works on their creative writing skills, and at the end it's very important because it develops their vocabulary skills. They understand what they are reading, they understand how to pronounce the word, they understand if we are able to say the word fluently. So in all, it works on the whole of their literacy aspect. There are certain elements under literacy, and what is literacy? It is the ability to read and write. So the first component that a child needs to be good at reading and writing is phonics, right? So moving on to your next question, that Dhwani, what age group we can do this, or till what age group children can learn phonics? So like I said, we can begin at 2, and then it is open for all those people who want to learn how to read and how to write,
and who are facing difficulty in reading
and writing skills. So it is typically for them who want to improve their reading and writing skills. Phonics is the primary essential toolkit that everybody has to master. Generally, your child should be done with phonics till grade 4. Right? Because that's when, after grade 4, we begin with another elements of literacy. So we start focusing on eventually with grade 1 we begin with grammar, we begin with creative writing, we start working on their vocabulary skill sets. So parallelly, by grade 4 they should be done with the whole of the phonics part, and after that they should focus on their figurative language, which comes with grammar, vocabulary supported with creative writing. So for higher grades, it's important for you to remember these 3 aspects. Parents, kindly make a note of this. Introduce your child to phonics as early as possible. 2 years is the best time to start phonics for your child. Secondly, take it up till grade 3 or grade 4, because eventually your child will start reading and writing well. Then it is important from grade 1 to start overlapping with grammar and vocabulary inputs. I'll also take a minute to explain. Generally, what happens? Probably you have a daughter who is in second or third standard, I assume. So it happens that in creative writing, we expect them to write like about a paragraph, correct? But we aren't really giving them inputs on different set of words. We aren't really teaching them that how creative writing should happen, what are the different types of formats. So having said that, remember this is how it goes. You need to begin with phonics, then in between at grade 1 start with grammar. Along with grammar in grade 2 start introducing them to really good vocabulary words. How to do that, guys, don't forget to watch out on our next episode, because I'm going to talk about how to use vocabulary, how to introduce vocabulary to children, and then moving ahead I will tell you how to work on their creative writing skill sets.
Okay, great. Okay, now I would like Dhwani to please tell us what are the courses that you all offer under Phonics World.
So the first set of course that I have for children is between 2 years to 6 years, which is children who are in pre-nurseries to senior KG or upper KG or prep children. I'm using these 3 different terminologies because they have been used in different schools differently. So all the children who are between 2 years till 6 years of age group should do the beginners phonics course, which helps them in evolving into independent readers and writers. It is divided into 4 levels: 2 to 3 years of age group, 3 to 4, 4 to 5 and 5 to 6 years of age respectively.
Okay, so it's like according to the age criteria you have the courses to offer, right? Correct, very good. And also I would like to ask you, like, what is the duration? What is the duration for these courses like? Yeah.
So for the younger ones, I'm typically talking for the children who are in pre-primary sections, one should always go for a long-term course, because you cannot do overnight magic, right? They are little ones. So you need to at least give them 10 to 11 months to make sure that they evolve into understanding the science of sounds. And effectively these classes should happen minimum 2 days a week for 1.5 hours.
2 days a week is enough?
For 1.5 hours. But we also have different frequencies where we do 4 days a week, we do 6 days a week. But that is based on the module that every parent chooses. The minimum requirement that one needs is 2 days a week for almost 11 months of time. This is especially for children between 2 years of age group to 6 years. Moving ahead, we have advanced course that works for a little bit of older kids who are 6 years to say about 9 years, and they will also go for about 11 months of course twice in a week for 1.5 hours.
Wow, that's nice. So I'm actually very excited to start with phonics. Where there is no awareness about phonics, and this will definitely benefit all our school going children, and they'll definitely score good marks.
I think yes, Dipti, like in fact introducing phonics in a setup or in a place or in a city where there is no awareness,
Exactly.
and then giving them the best to make sure that children are able to read and write. I think we cannot ask for more blessings than this, rather than giving them the best of the best programs.
Yes.
So I am also very excited to have our programs happening at your center, and I am super excited in spreading this joy of reading and writing amongst your young ones.
Thank you so
And
much.
I'm looking forward to
Yes,
this wonderful journey.
So Dhwani would like to ask you, what is the mode of conducting these classes going to be, like online, offline?
So we offer both. We have both the platforms available.
Okay, great.
Children can either take this up online.
They can
or
even
they
learn
do
sitting at
offline
their
your
yes,
centers.
correct, yes.
Both is possible.
Okay.
Yeah, but typically for between 2 to 3 years, we don't really suggest them to
Do
go for
online.
sessions. But for a little grown-up ones, they can
So for better result, we would suggest for the offline classes.
offline classes. But for those parents who are really keen and geographically not available in the radius, can make sure that they can take benefit of the online sessions, which eventually have more better results, because in online they get one-on-one attention, and they also get the personalization, because with this generation everybody
Yes,
is
definitely
used to
for better
online
result,
learning.
will definitely suggest for offline.
It helps. online and offline both helps.
Thank you so much, Dhwani, for being here, for being with us, and for giving such an informative session for our parents. And we're actually very glad and looking forward to have Phonics World to our city. So, super excited to start with this. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much, Dipti, for giving me this wonderful opportunity, because I am also looking forward to spread this joy of reading and writing and make sure that children across your city can take benefit out of this.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much once again.